Swing doors, huh? Okay, doors. Swing.
What is good, my crazies? Yes, y'all welcome back to the lab. Lee here in the stooge. Y'all saw that title too as well. We got 6 new Mandela Effects for you just to boggle that mind once again. Yes, I said 6. We got 3 new ones and 2 I got some evidence of. So I hope y'all sit back and enjoy. But before you do sit back and enjoy, man, y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and remind you that you've already seen this video. That's what it's for. As well as hit that subscribe button as well and help out the channel. And if you like this at any time, if you see any more Mandela Effects around you, leave those comments down below so I can get back with you on that. Now, let's get this on the road. Now, number 6 on the list, we're going to talk about, it's an oldie but goodie, but The Field of Dreams. Yes, the great Kevin Costner movie of The Field of Dreams. Yes, the nice baseball field and the cornfields and that iconic saying that we all remember. Did they just say, if you build it, he will come? If you build it, he will come? That's not how I remembered it. I remember, if you build it, they will come. Yes, if you build it, they will come. That is what I remember. I'm not the only one that remembers it too as well. Check it out.
Last film tonight is Field of Dreams 2 with Kevin Costner.
If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Build it, they will come.
What you mean if you build it, they gonna come? Who are these people that are gonna come to a fucking cornfield? You know? Who gonna cut the grass?
It took 30 years. And now they are here.
Even the presentation of the White Sox and the Yankees during the Field of Dreams game, Fox Sports even said, if you build it, they will come. Even in that whole preface, you saw it right there. But what do you remember? Do you remember if you build it, they will come? Or do you always remember the way it is now? If you build it, he will come. Let me know down in the comments down below. Next on the list, number 5, we're going to talk about Motel 8. Yes, I'm talking about Motel 8 and how it never existed. What? Did I just... Your mind? Yes, Motel 8 will keep the lights on for you. Never existed. It is now a Motel 6. Yes, looking at it right here, it is a Motel 6. I was boggled when I saw this. I saw this the other day and I was like, what the hell? Wasn't it always Motel 8? We'll keep the lights on for you, because I hear that in my head. I've heard that forever. And then I'm looking at it, and apparently it's always been Super 8. And then they've never had that slogan. And I'm just losing my mind of like, man, why do I always remember Motel 8? But no, it's always been Motel 6. And it's so crazy to me, because this one's a recent one, well, because I remember the Travasity dude talking about it too as well. But this one boggles the mind. What do you remember? Do you always remember Motel 8? Or do you remember this reality as a Motel 6? This one's crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Next on the list, number 4, we are going to talk about the Bruce Springsteen in the You Born in the USA cover. Now, as I throw the cover picture up there for you, as most girls would say, oh, look at that voluptuous booty on Bruce Springsteen and that gorgeous bandana hanging off his butt. I like to snatch it and smack it. Now, as you're looking at this picture and a lot of people see it right now, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that's totally how I remember it. That is exactly how I remember that on there. And if that's what you're thinking right now, I'm sorry to say that you are totally wrong. Your mind's wrong. It's never been that way, ladies and gentlemen. It has always been a hat. Yes, the red hat hanging off of, as I said, what the girls would say, the voluptuous buttocks of Bruce Springsteen. It is a hat. In this reality now that we live in, it has always been a hat. Unfortunately, our minds are just going crazy, apparently. Now, in my reality, I always do remember it being the bandana. As you hear me clicking the bandana, seeing that right now, I'm strolling through trying to find it because I remember that cover with the red bandana on the back of Bruce Springsteen's buttocks. And, well, the reason why I remember it, and the reason why this one's even worse, because Bruce Springsteen never wore a hat. Now, Bruce Springsteen never wore a hat. He always wore bandanas, as you're seeing through the scroll. He always had a bandana either around his neck or around his head. That is the reason why this cover is iconic for the bandana, because he's known for his red bandana, the bandanas he wears during his concerts. But what do you remember? Do you always remember the hat hanging out the buttocks of Bruce Springsteen? Or do you always remember, or used to remember the way it used to be with the red bandana hanging off of his buttocks? Now, number 3 on this list, I am going to go to the Mona Lisa. Yes, I said the Mona Lisa as the picture shows up right here. The Mona Lisa, she is changing day by day, month by month, year by year. The Mandela Effect just does what she does. Maybe she's alive. Well, her smile is a little bit bigger, as you can see, a little bit wider. But that's just not all about this Mandela Effect. There's something missing in this picture. Now look at the top right-hand corner. Now, do you always remember something being there? It used to be something that was baffled scientists, baffled paintings of why this used to be here, why it was there. And as you see, I said used to be here. I always remember there being a spaceship, a little tiny spaceship over the head, back of her head, that was shining down, kind of like a little alien thing. I remember that. I remember it vaguely. I remember it widely. And it's not there anymore. And even you see pictures of this going through or smile through the days, and I don't know what pictures I threw up other than the Mona Lisa. You just don't see it. You see the smiles going crazy, but you don't see that spaceship. Kind of weird. What do you remember? Do you remember the spaceship up there in the little corner? Or do you not remember the spaceship, as well as how does her smile look to you? Now, number 2 on the list, we are going to go to Converse. Yes, the iconic Chuck Taylor shoes, signature shoes we all remember growing up to. They resonate to me. That's what we played basketball in when we were little kids. They, to this day, have been an iconic thing on this, as well as been shown on I, Robot 2 when Will Smith bought some. Now, if you always remember the Converse looking like this, I hate to shock you, and I hate to blow your mind, but you're looking wrong. Those Converse are totally wrong. They have never had the Converse symbol on the outside of their shoe. Yes, you know the labels. You usually, if you're standing right toe, right foot, left foot, you always usually see the symbol of the brand of the shoes that you're wearing. And Converse was always one of those. To me, Converse always had that label on the outside of their shoes. So you know you had Converse. You had to sport your Converse. But apparently that is not the case. It never was the case. Converse have always put their initial logo on the inside of their shoes. Yes, on the inside of their shoes, as I'm showing you right here. It is crazy to me. It's wild. It just doesn't look right. They look wrong. And the reason why you're probably thinking, oh no, that looks right. They're on the outside of the shoe. No, if you look at the shoe really carefully, you'll see 2 holes kind of on the bottom of them. That just sits of that. Basically, those holes go on the inside. It's left foot, right foot. Those holes go on the inside. They're never shown on the outside. So for all those Converse junkies are looking at it, going crazy, and go, oh, they're on the right side. Look at it carefully. It's the right there. It's the left shoe, right shoe. Those holes go from into the inside, just like the Converse label. Unfortunately, do you always remember the Converse label being on the inside of the shoes? Or do you remember it being on the outside of the shoes? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, number 1 on our list is going to be a great one, and some evidence as well. Is going to be Judge Judy herself. Yes, and the infamous lost gavel. Yes, the Mandela Effect goes that basically back in my reality, other realities, that we remember that Judge Judy herself had a gavel when she was proceeding her court proceedings on a television show we all know as Judge Judy. That is the Mandela Effect, but in this reality that we all live now, society now, The fact is that she has never used a gavel in any of her proceedings. Well, there is evidence saying otherwise. Take a look.
Listen, I don't like to use this thing. It's a recent innovation of mine because I can't keep people quiet. But was I respectful to you, sir?
Yes.
I expect you to be.
There you go, plain and day, Judge Judy, gavel into gavel, right there in front of your face. There is evidence right there saying she has used a gavel right there. It is amazing because in my reality, I remember it. There is evidence because that was like season 2, I believe. And it is hard to find. This video was hard to find. So, man, there it is right there for you. Gavel night and day, Miss Judge Judy. Man, do you remember Judge Judy always having a gavel? Or do you remember, like, this reality that everybody else remembers, that her not having a gavel in this reality? And what do you think about the other Mandela effects I had to show you? Let me know down in the comments down below. I will get back with you. And if you liked it, man, now hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and golly, y'all don't forget to keep that mind open because your eyes will definitely see everything in front of you. I'm out!
Hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.